Yo, what's good? It's your boy JJ Brom. You get me? We're back with another video. In today's video, we're reacting to a birdie video. It's been a while since we reacted to a video from Birdie over Duck. You know what I'm saying? We used to react to their videos all the time, so I said, fuck it, let's bring it back and react to one today. We're reacting to the generation that can't read. Let's go. Let's go. This does not count for me because I can read. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For me growing up, education.
See this right here? It says Galaxy Bled. It says Galaxy right there. See, man can read in it. So stop with that bullshit. I can read.
Was one of the most important things. My parents would always push me to get the best grades I could. You can't get a job or be taken serious without a certain level of education. But
you can't get a job with a certain level of education. Dead ass, good. Dead ass. These days, you can't get a job with a certain level of education. Know what I'm saying? Like, blood, I've got, like, I believe it or not, I actually passed my GCSEs in it. I passed my exams in school and shit. I still can't get a job, blood. I still can't get a job. GCSEs, no, actually, I ain't gonna say shit, bro. Like, I was gonna say GCSEs ain't that important, but like exams ain't that important, but they are, bro. Stay in school, kids. You get me? I ain't influencing that shit on you.
now, an alarming number of people can't read. I know you might be looking at me like I sound crazy, but yes, there are people out there who are way below the reading level that they should be at. Look, I'm not the greatest reader ever. Honestly, part of this video is low-key targeted at me. If you were to tell me to read independently for 15 minutes, there's no way I'd be 100% focused. This is definitely...
Nah, bro. I hate reading, man. I hate reading. I could never sit there and read a book. I don't know what it is. I get bored too easy, bro. I've never been able to do it even when I was in school, lad. I couldn't sit there and read a book, bro. I'd start reading a couple of words and then get bored and fall asleep. Dead ass.
Been a problem for kids in Gen Z and Gen Alpha, but it only seems to be getting worse. There's some kids that are below reading level, some kids that can't even read at all, and there's some adults that don't have proficient reading skills. And this was happening before Gen Z and Gen Alpha, of course, but the problem's only gotten worse. And recently,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you put Floyd Mayweather in there, that brother's like 50, he definitely ain't Gen Z.
Been seeing a lot of videos talking about this problem, so I figured I'd make a video about it. The first video talks about how 40% of fourth graders fall into this category where they are below basic reading skills that they need for their grade level.
Fourth grader asked their teacher, "Why do I need to learn how to read if AI can read for me?" Right now, 40% of fourth graders can't read.
Man said, why do I need to learn how to read if AI can do it for me? No, what the fuck?
40% is actually insane. They're not even to know how to read the response that ChatGPT is giving to them. I saw this comment on this video, and honestly,
yeah, how are you, if AI is reading it for you, but how are you meant to read AI's response if you can't read? That's a good point.
it's really true. We used to flex being at a higher reading level. When I was in school, they had this thing to try to fix the problem where basically they would put you in different groups based on your reading level.
They did that when I was in primary school. In high school, yeah, we just gave up on reading. Everyone gave up on reading in high school. But when I was in primary school, you used to have different color books. But even then, I'll be real, I didn't care, bro. I didn't care, bro. I did no reading.
Groups were circle, triangle, and square. Now, square was above, triangle was on reading level, and circle was below. I'm confessing this under zero pressure, by the way. I was in the circle group. And I would get clowned for it sometimes, too. But you know what, man? It is what it is. At least I was trying to learn how to read. I remember people would flex the fact that they were in the square group. And I actually talked to my teacher because I wanted to improve my reading skills and move up a group. So she gave me a bunch of reading packets to practice. And eventually, I went up a reading level. And to third grade...
Hey, congratulations, Kerr. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Me, this was the best day of my life. But the point of this stupid ass anecdote was, if people adopt this mindset of, wow, why do I even need to read when I have ChatGPT? It's only gonna get worse.
Seventh grade English teacher here. I have kids constantly asking me, how do I spell window? How do I spell important? How do I spell though?
Window
and they
is
be
crazy.
serious.
Window is crazy. Like, I can't even comment on this yet because my spelling's bad, bro. You can probably look in my description. There's probably a couple of words spelt wrong in the description. You can probably look in the comments of my spelling's not the best in it, but window is literally how you spell. It's spelled how you say it. Window. It's like, bro, you WINDOW. Nah, that's bad. That's bad. Even I can spell that.
They're dead serious.
Holy shit, dude, that's crazy. I can't even imagine what it's like to be a teacher nowadays. I used to have spelling
Yeah,
tests.
being a teacher must be pain. Pardon me. Being a teacher must be pain in this new generation. Swear down.
Oh, I'd have to remember how to spell words like window and important at like 7 years old. I'm not saying that reading and spelling has to be like everybody's strong point. You don't have to be that one kid participating in your school for the spelling bee. But these are things you should know by the time you get to that age. And I'm not the greatest speller either. Sometimes I make spelling mistakes in my videos. I mean, that's probably just me being an idiot and not checking it over. Or sometimes I just rely on spell check too much.
I could ask them, who is the main character of your story? The story of...
Nah, I I rely on spell check way too much, bro. I just be typing anything in, and then I see the red line come under it, right click it, correct it, like, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm on my phone, auto correct. I be relying on that shit way too much.
4-paragraph story we just read. Can't tell you.
And those people who choose not to make improvements to their spelling or reading skills at all in any capacity end up in the position where they're an adult and they can't read at all. Now, some adults didn't have the opportunity to receive a good education when they were growing up, but sometimes, man, people just aren't trying. An example of an adult who can't read is Floyd Mayweather. He's been clowned for years for not being able to read properly.
Nah, but I can't lie. When you're as rich as Floyd Mayweather, when you're as rich as this brother, and when you can fight like this, brother, do you really need to read? Do you really need to read? I mean, I guess that's why he hasn't paid Logan Paul and he scams all these motherfuckers, because he probably can't read the contract, so he don't read it correctly. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why he scammed a lot of motherfuckers. But other than that, does he need to read, bro? He rich as fuck, man. He's got the hands. You know what I'm saying? Does he need to? Like, nah, I'm not saying. Actually, let me take that back, bro. Reading's important, and he should know how to read. But the guy's a millionaire, bro. The guy's a millionaire, like... Who gives a fuck if he can't read?
LELS challenge for you, Floyd. If you can read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization.
Nah, 50 Cent, bro. 50 Cent's a goat, man. He's the ultimate troll. He's the ultimate troll. He's a goat.
You want.
Now, speaking of reading on the internet, you all know where I'm going with this. There's certain cases where people turned on the cameras and just started reading. Specifically, Kai Cenat and Rakai. Now, we all know the story with Kai Cenat at this point. He's trying to improve his speaking skills by reading out loud on camera, and I guess Rakai was following in his footsteps. And for both of these cases, the internet did not need to see this, dog. Both of them should have just did this off the internet.
But it can all spark to make a strong artwork. That's how I would define the secret equation.
Now, fair enough, innit? They're trying to improve her reading skills and whatever. But if they really, really wanted to improve her reading skills, they could just do it off camera, bro. They're doing it on camera. I mean, you know what? You can't even fault it, bro. They're doing it on camera, innit? They're doing it on camera. They're reading. This is actually going to influence a lot of people who watch their streams, especially young people, to start reading and shit. So you know what? You can't even be mad with this, bro. You saying this generation don't read, but then when motherfuckers are reading on stream, influencing the youth to read, it's also a bad thing. So, like, what's going on there? You know what I'm saying? But nah, yeah, just do it off camera, bro. Just do it off camera, brother. Just do it off camera.
I would say these sneakers have gone through.
Like, this dude is getting fried bad. Like, people are saying he's having a heated conversation with the book. He's yelling at the book. He's giving the book a motivational speech. I mean, hey, I'll give...
Even if it is performative and they're doing it for the stream, at least they're reading, bro. At least they're reading. At least they're doing something good. You know what I'm saying?
Them props.
Now, these days, as a streamer or as a content creator, you can't win, bruv. You can't win. You can't win. Motherfuckers try better their life, read on stream and whatever, yeah. And motherfuckers want to fry them for it, which is fair enough, because I fry them both for it. They're terrible readers, especially with Kai. But still, at least it's influence. Like, there is good coming out of it. They're influencing youths to read. Or am they? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Do the people who watch Kai's stream and watch Kai's and that, do you people read now? Because these motherfuckers read. Let me know in the comments.
or at least trying to develop better reading skills. But in my opinion, they should have just did this in their own time. I don't think, me personally, I would broadcast myself to millions of people reading. I didn't really like popcorn reading in class to begin with, so reading in front of millions of people, oh, I would definitely choke, and everybody would be frying me. And some people that are frying Kai and Rakai, they're just lying, bro. They're not exactly the greatest readers either. There was a video I saw on TikTok of this streamer who brought in his chat that was making fun of Kai Cenat to read the same book that he was to see if they actually had good reading skills. And these dudes that got on the call, they couldn't even read it themselves without stuttering.
Do you think you could read better than Kai Cenat, bro? Just the book, this exact book.
See, I can read, yeah, you ready? Watch this, I can read. See, this is gonna kill all the allegations that I'm just a stupid kid recording videos. I can read. See, I told you all I could read. I hope that didn't mysteriously get cut out the video or some shit. I hope that didn't happen, but I told you all I could read.
Look, he was reading.
The 4-step pattern is the backbone of every habit, and your brain runs through these steps in the same order each time. First, there's the cue. The cue triggers your brain to intake a behavior.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my... Yo, what's up?
You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna make it a...
That says initiate, you dumb fuck. It says initiate. Initiate.
attempt to read. Queso's Kokomo, a tropical blend of creamy coconut, juicy pineapple, and sweet vanilla. Okay, that promo was not slick, bro. Go to usecheeky.com and buy yourself some soap. Use code Birdie for 10% off. If you want the new Queso,
Hi, you cheeky motherfucker, bro. You cheeky motherfucker slipping that. Nah, that was smooth, bro. I'll give it to you, Birdie. I'll give it to you. That was a smooth sponsor.
my stutter, I can't sit there and cook Kai Cenat for stuttering. And for this second half of the video, I want to answer, why is this? Why are people now not able to read at the expected level they should be? The first thing I want to bring up is a lot of people don't read in their free time. Whenever I read something, it's usually for college. I can't even remember the last time I read a book outside of college. You know what, bro? It might be time for me to cop Atomic Habits.
Yeah, that is true, you know. I ain't read since school, blood. I ain't read since college. I've been out of college for a year now. The last time I read a proper book or something, like proper essay or whatever, it's probably a year ago. Yo, that's crazy. I might need to pick up a book.
The fact that I was stuck reading books I didn't like for school assignments only made me hate reading more. Now, me personally, I just didn't like Of Mice and Men, To Kill a Mockingbird, or whatever else I had to read. So when it was time for me to read, I wasn't exactly jumping for joy. Now, in school, I get it. You gotta be forced to read because how else are you gonna sharpen your reading skills? When it comes time for me to graduate college, if my lazy ass doesn't pick up a book, my reading skills are definitely gonna fall off. And that brings me to my next point. Some people aren't encouraged to read outside of school. When I was growing up, my parents were like, yo, you gotta pick up a book, read something. I don't care what it is. So at certain points throughout the day, my parents would want me to sit down and just read for an hour. And they especially wanted me to read during the summer because we had these reading logs we had to fill out and my parents had to sign them. And at the beginning of the school year, we'd have to give them to the school. But some people now are probably just using ChatGPT to summarize the book and write them entire essays about it. Now, I'm not saying that AI, technology, social media, or any of that is bad, but it's just a double-edged sword. Because let's just say you used AI all throughout K-12, your entire school career. You wouldn't even know anything. You wouldn't know how to read, write, do math, any of that. You'd have to summon ChatGPT to do the most basic things for you. And of course, since people are consuming a lot of information online and it's really fast-paced information and you can just endlessly scroll, that's obviously going to lead to people having a shorter attention span. Now, I feel like this is the part that's fucking up my reading skills the most. When I pick up a book, time does not fly, bro. It feels like the minutes are...
Nah, dead ass, bro. Dead ass. The thing is, I don't have a short attention span, bro. Like, I sit there, I watch streams for hours, I watch Netflix show. I sit there, yeah, I watch more long form content than short form content in it. So I wouldn't say I got a short attention span. But bro, if I pick up a book and start reading, bro, I'll fucking read 2 pages, bro. And I look at the time and I'll be like, what? That only took it's only been 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, what? It's only been 2 minutes. time just takes forever, bro.
ticking by
And it's boring. It is boring.
so slow. I'm just bored, and I'm used to consuming all this information on TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is. And I'm seeing videos pop up on my For You page of
People yapping in 2x speed.
they got Minecraft parkour at the bottom. They got popping captions. They got it all. And maybe it's just because it's just taking more effort for my brain to stay engaged while focusing on something that's less stimulating. And another reason why some people don't have the greatest reading skills is excessive screen time. When I was a kid, I was putting up a lot of screen time numbers specifically on my iPad. And I would read, but not
I
as
was an iPad kid. Birdie was an iPad kid.
much as I should have been. But now it's only gotten worse how much time some of these kids spend on their iPads. Some parents out there will just hand their kid an iPad. So that just leads to them putting up lethal screen time numbers.
Deadass, back in the day, it used to be like, yo, give me that phone. Go outside, touch some grass. Like, yo, you're not allowed on your games. Nowadays, bro, the parents will be just like, the kid will be crying and then they give him a phone or an iPad. Here, watch that, shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is nowadays. Deadass.
I don't really think this number has gone down as I've gone into adulthood. I'm just using my phone instead. Like when I hop in bed at night, I should be reading a book, but I just scroll on my phone instead. But some of these kids, they got like 3 screens going at once. I've seen videos of iPad kids throwing tantrums when they get their iPad.
3 screens at once is insane, bro. What are you even doing with 3 screens? I mean, technically, I got 2 screens in it, but it's a PC. That's different. It's like 2 screens, but 1 in it. It's 1 PC, 2. Yeah.
Take it away. So if their parents aren't limiting their screen time, it can obviously cause some problems. I think part of the problem nowadays is that these kids have their iPads with them everywhere. During the school day, they got their iPads with them, which they're supposed to be using for schoolwork. But of course, it has a lot of distractions on it, so you know how that goes. And when you're a kid, there's going to be some people that don't realize the importance of learning basic reading skills. So instead, they're going to play Roblox during class. So the teacher pretty much has to fight for their attention the entire class. And now not only is excessive screen time to blame, but so is the school system. I feel like sometimes the schools will pass kids regardless if they're ready to move up a grade or not. So these kids that are just passed up grades regardless if they actually do well are going to be behind their entire school career. So if some kid was on some no David type of timing, he was a menace in class at all times and just got straight F's across the board, they would just pass him. They didn't care. Like this dude really had to hit the books, but no, this kid continuously was able to move up grades. And there's some schools out there where people can't receive a quality education, so they end up just being behind their entire time in school. And of course, the pandemic definitely had some impact too. Let's be honest.
100%, bro. 100%.
Ourselves, guys, half of us definitely weren't paying attention during online school, and that's me being generous.
Yeah, none of us was, bro. None of us was, bro. We'd join the call, go on mute, whatever, bro. Put the phone or put the laptop, whatever, to the side, and then, bro, we whip out the fucking controller and straight up play PlayStation. Dead ass, bro. That's exactly what I would do, bro. I'd put a fucking lowest volume ever, put my call to the side, whatever, bro. They're teaching online, I'd be playing fucking Fortnite with my boys, bro. Why they're in the same class on the same call doing the exact same shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I know for certain I wasn't. I was just playing games on my computer and I just didn't care. And even the teachers were like, yo, I just want this year to be over. And for some people, this whole thing happened at an extremely crucial point for their development. Now, the pandemic definitely had some effect, but it's been 6 years, so it can't just be because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Although the pandemic made me a chud that just wanted to doom scroll, it took me a bit to get back in the swing of things. But it definitely made the problem with my screen time a lot worse. Speaking of screen time, watch this video.
Nah, that was a good video, man. That was a good fucking video from Birdie, bro. The generation that can't read. Because, bro, this generation dead ass can't read. You get me? I'm one of them, so I can't say shit. I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, pardon me. W video. I hope you all enjoy. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Take care. God bless and peace, man. Love.